When you're working with Roman numerals, you have to remember three things. You have to remember the value of each of the symbols, which I've written over there. You have to remember the rules for adding them. So, for instance, if you have the number CLV, you would just add these three up. You'd have 100 plus 50 plus 5, or 155. And then the third thing you have to remember is the exception to those rules, or to that rule. If you have a number such as CXL that goes from a higher number to a lower number back up to a higher number, then you have to treat this second two numbers here as a single number. So instead of being 100 plus 10 plus 50, you have this entity here, which is equal to 50 minus 10. So XL is only equal to 40 instead of 60. So this number would be 140. So those are the three things you have to remember when you're working with Roman numerals. Let's look at the example here. Here we're asked to convert from Roman numerals to Arabic numerals. The first one, we have XLVI. So we have a 10, a 50, a 5, and a 1. Because we went up from a 10 to a 50, we know that we have to treat this as a single unit. Instead of adding 10 and 50, we have to subtract 10 from 50. So this is 40, and then the V is on its own, so that's a 5, and then a 1. So 40 plus 5 plus 1 is 46. In the second example, we have CCXCII. Once again, we go from a 10 up to a larger number, so we have 100, 100, 10, 100, 1, 1. So instead of being 10 plus 100, we have to take this as 100 minus 10, or 90. So we have two hundreds over here, this is worth 90, and this is worth 2. So this number here is 292. The third one, we have DCXLIV. Now, D's 500, C's 100, X is 10, L is 50. Oh, we went from a 10 to a 50. So this has to be treated as 50 minus 10, so this is 40. And then we have 1 and 5. So once again, we've gone from a lower to a higher. So we treat this as a single number, and that's 5 minus 1, or 4. Now the D and the C are worth 500 and 100, so this together is worth 600. And we can write this as 644. In the final example, we have MCMLI, 1,000, 100, 1,000, 50, and 1. So the only instance of going from lower to higher is C and M. So this becomes 1,000 minus 100. So this is 900 here. And then this M is 1,000, and this L and I is 51. So we have 1,951.